Our local team of environmental managers, engineers, and scientists ensure that the long-term management of the landfill is safe for our workers, customers, and the environment. To learn more, visit our website at www.broadhurstlandfill.com, or you can go to the website, click Visit Us, and sign up for a tour to see firsthand how we operate. We hope to see you soon.
Why waste time haggling at other dealerships when the best deals, service, and selection are at Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear? Get 0% financing and trade assistance on 2017 Escape. Stop the search. Call Mike Birch. Right on the corner, right on the price. 0% with a free credit. See dealer for details.
And good morning to you. You're listening to the Big Dog, WIFO FM in Jessup, 105.5 FM. And it's the 10th day of July, just one of those hot summer days today. Mid-90s, heat index over 100, chance of afternoon showers. Bob, we can all be meteorologists this time of year, can't we?
That's what Jonathan says. Like I said, it's pretty much simple forecast, sunny, hot, chance of rain in the afternoon, which is good. And they say we need the rain.
Yeah, we do. We got a lot of rain last night.
That vicious lightning, that's the thing you hate to see, is that sometimes that lightning is just wicked. So.
No, it is. It was bad out there at the lake last night. It sounded like lightning in stereo. You'd hear it on both sides of the lake and everything, but came through it unscathed and no power off, which is really good. It's now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear, by Jessup Premium Storage out on the Waycross Highway. Also brought to you by Republic Services and by Murphy Builder Supply, located on Northeast Broad Street in downtown Jessup. And Bob, we got a special guest in this morning.
We do. Like I said, a lot of talented Wayne Countyans in athletics and academics, and good to see people continue their academic and athletic career. And Chelsea Lyons just recently completed 2 years at South Georgia and had a great career and was able to get a scholarship to a new school that she'll be attending in the fall. That's Presbyterian College in Clinton, South Carolina. I asked you a while ago, I asked you again, where's Clinton, South Carolina?
Clinton is about 30 miles from Greenville, South Carolina.
It's way up there in the northwestern part of South Carolina, Bob.
It is. It's up there in the foothills, so it's not flat like it is down here. There's hills, and it's really pretty.
It's very nice up there.
Very nice.
Well, tell us how this came about. Like I said, you had a great career inside Georgia. The reason I came brought you in there is I want to talk about the record you set. A lot of people don't know that, but I know we talked about the paper had it, but the stolen base record, talk about that. How many stolen bases you had? I think it was a nationwide record, just phenomenal. Tell us about that.
My freshman year, I stole 56 bases. And
did you give them back?
No, I kept them for myself.
South Georgia, right? Over in Douglas.
Right. And my sophomore year, I sold 53 bases.
Wow.
For a total of 109 bases in 2 years. I set the South Georgia State College record, and I also set the conference record for the state of Georgia in 2 years. And, I was very...
Basically second base? Are you still on third base or home? Or?
Mostly second. But
why do you think you're so talented in stealing bases? I mean, do you watch the pitcher real closely? I know you got to have speed to be able to do it. Why do you feel you have the skills to be able to steal bases like that?
I think it's just a God-given talent.
I mean, I've seen you play sport. When I first rode up, and I didn't realize you were Chelsea Lyons until your name. I used to live in the same neighborhood, but you've always been a great athlete ever since I can remember, back many moons ago, back in 2005 and 2006, when I saw you playing soccer out there and showing the boys up. And you've really enjoyed sports.
Yes.
And been good at it.
Yes, I've been very fortunate enough to have good coaches along the way. And my daddy, of course. I was very fortunate for him to teach me a lot. And I learned a lot through travel ball and, just technique. The people are like, you're just running bases. Like, there's actually, a technique to stealing bases. Like,
what is that technique?
Leave early.
Leave early.
Leave early.
Never
leave on time. So, yeah.
Well, I'm curious, though, because in softball, they don't go from the stretch. So how do you pick up? When do you take off?
Technically, the rule is you're supposed to leave when the pitcher releases the ball. And that's...
Does the walk... To what to the ball?
Releases the ball.
Releases the ball.
Yes.
And that ball is out of the hand. You can't go until that's
right. Supposed to, but... it all happens so fast that umpires, they can't really see with the naked eye just exactly how fast everything's going. And most of the time, if you leave a couple steps early, they never know. And obviously, I did that 50-something times, so it worked pretty good for me.
But there's an old saying, you can't steal first base, so you must have a phenomenal year as far as hitting the ball as well. So talk about that. What's your average?
Oh, goodness. I think I batted 341, I think, which is not, it's not horrible, but...
It's better than pro.
Yes.
If you have 341 in pro, you're making multi-billions dollars a year.
Our coach said if you can hit the ball 2 out of 10 times, she said you're successful in the game of softball. So...
Isn't that amazing? Baseball is a sport where you can fail most of the time and still...
It's a losing
sport. Or softball, yeah.
That's right. Yes, it is.
Okay.
So, I was very fortunate enough to have a coach who actually believed in me, and she pushed me.
At South Georgia, right?
Right, at South Georgia. She sat me down in the fall, one of the first few weeks I was there, and she said, she pulled up the NJCAA website, which is the National Junior College Athletic Association, and she pulled up the leaderboard, which I didn't even know that it existed, and she pulled up stolen bases. And she said, this girl right here is number 1 in the nation for stolen bases. And she said, I want you to be here next year.
Mm-hmm.
And so I didn't even know that stolen bases was a thing, like a
they
record.
Stats in softball and baseball.
I know.
Better than any other sport.
I said, okay. And then next thing I know, here I am, 5th in the nation for stolen bases. So,
amazing.
Yes, I was very fortunate.
So you were at South Georgia for 2 years, right?
Right.
It's a 2-year school.
Yes.
What got you to go to Presbyterian?
Well, they called me up, or they actually contacted Coach Nikki one day, and she said, hey, this school is on to look at you. And I was like, okay, I'd never even heard of Presbyterian College before. And we went down to a tournament in Clearwater, and the coaches were there. Next thing you know, I'm getting a phone call. Hey, we saw you playing down in Clearwater at the tournament. You know, we want you to come on a visit. So I said, okay. And then that's how I got hooked up with Presbyterian.
Yeah, I lived in South Carolina, Aiken, South Carolina for 12 years, and so I was familiar with Presbyterian. Couldn't remember what the enrollment was there, but I knew it was up in Northwest South Carolina.
So did they sell you right away? I mean, it's all about making that connection. You felt comfortable with the coaches when you talked to them and met them?
Very comfortable. The coaches seemed really laid back, really easygoing, not uptight, and the atmosphere there was just, it's a small school, but it's actually the smallest Division I school, sports-wise, in the country. So it's small, but it's also a big school at the same time.
Have you been to Berry College? Have you ever gone on that campus up in Northwest Georgia?
I have not.
You have not. It's a beautiful small campus up there. I didn't know if it looked the same as Presbyterian, so I didn't know if you...
No, I have not been up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
As many stolen bases, I'm curious, did they pitch out any against you? Did they throw over a bunch? I mean, did you get a steal sign? Was there ever a steal sign, or did you just have the free will to, whenever you got on, to go ahead and go to...
My freshman year, I had racked up a bunch of stolen bases already, and we were about 3/4 of the way through with the season, and we played Georgia Military College, and they obviously had done their research, and they had scouted out, and first at bat, I get on base, I'm at first pitch, I'm gone, and next thing you know, this girl is up throwing me out, and I'm like, what? Because I'm not used to being thrown out. So I was mad. I was like, Coach Nikki. She said, yeah, they knew it was coming. So I said, okay, got to be smarter next time. And they figured it out. So.
Well, again, I just want you to come in. Like I said, the one thing I see, you're constantly working out. I mean, every day I see you, just so you don't have an off season. They must have you on a regimen that you stay in shape, right?
I got my fit test workout email about a couple weeks into the summer, so I said, oh boy, I need to get on it.
So they gave you a workout schedule?
They do.
So what do you have to do each day?
Well, it's a lot of running. I have to run 3 miles without stopping, and then we have to run 10 100-yard sprints, and then weightlifting on top of that. So
now, I'm sure they don't give you that much weight. How much weight do you have? You lift?
Well, it's based on your weight, how much you weigh. So, and they'll do a certain percent of that.
Okay. So what was your average weight each day, the most? Because I'm sure you do different levels, right?
Right. The most, you're talking about like benching or squat?
What's the highest? Yeah, either one.
Oh gosh, I think I can squat 150. I think.
Okay.
I think that's the highest I've ever gone. So.
Again, we appreciate you coming in. Again, wish you the best stuff. What are you studying? Tell us about that, your education wise.
And majoring in biology. And then after I get my bachelor's degree, I'm planning on going to PA school.
And you're working at the hospital over the summer, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
How you liking that?
I like it. I love it, actually. It's very interesting. Working in the ER is where I'm at, and it's very interesting.
I imagine you see a lot of things in the emergency room.
Oh, yes.
Doesn't scare you?
No, not at all. No.
Okay, I just looked up Presbyterian College up there. Yeah, the matter of fact, there's less in enrollment there than there is at Wayne County High School. 1,026. And that's undergraduate enrollment. Pharmacy enrollment is right at 300, and the faculty ratio is 13-1, which is pretty good.
Yes.
Yes, sir. So you've got a small college up there. Who are the other colleges that y'all be playing up there? Have you had a chance to see any type of schedule on the other colleges you'll play?
Well, I know in the fall we'll play UGA and USC and all these other big Division I schools. I know that they are in the Big South Conference, and I'm not sure who else is in the Big South Conference up there. Mm-hmm. But I know last year they played Georgia Southern in a tournament and Marshall and a few other schools like that.
Okay.
How about your living conditions? Do you have a roommate where have you hooked up with somebody to?
I do. I'm actually rooming with a girl who played at Georgia Military for 2 years. She's also a junior college transfer. So we played against each other for 2 years, and we're both from two separate places, and now we're both living together and going to the same school.
Okay, and you say you stay in a dorm up there, is that correct?
That is correct. Everybody up there lives on campus. And fortunately enough, the upperclassmen get kind of the nicer dorms.
Of course.
So it's a good thing I'm going in as a junior, so I get a little bit nicer living area.
Okay, if you go to the Presbyterian College site, it says 8 signed with the softball program up there at Presbyterian. Your name is on here. Chelsea Lyons from Jessup, Georgia is one of the signees in softball.
That's it.
Yep, right there. 8 signed with them from all over the place. They come from Summerville, South Carolina, Jacksonville, Florida, Columbia, South Carolina, another town in South Carolina that I don't want to try to pronounce. From Jessup, Georgia, you, of course, Madison, Virginia, and from another one from Georgia. So got it from all over the place now.
That's
up
right.
there.
There's even a girl from Canada on there.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, these are the ones that just signed.
Right. This girl from Canada, she's been there for a while, so.
They playing you in center field, is that where you're going to play? What do you know?
I hope so. Outfield for sure.
Right.
But I hope center.
But center's your spot, right?
Right.
You're playing that all the way up. That's where you play to South Georgia, right?
Right. That's right. So I'm hoping work it. Try to
It says the current schedule for the softball has not been determined yet. So I was trying to find some of the teams that y'all played, but that's still to be set up.
Yes.
All right. When y'all travel, they're going to put y'all on, do you know if it's charter type buses, I'm sure?
Yes, so we chartered. That was actually one of my questions when I went on my visit, because in South Georgia we have like the rec ball all-star bands. It's what we took everywhere. So I was definitely excited when they said, yeah, we charter everywhere. And I'm like, whew, thank goodness.
Okay. And I've been trying to find some of the teams that y'all do play up there, see how much traveling you have to do. Have you seen the softball facility up there? What does it look like at Presbyterian College in Clinton, South Carolina?
It's a decent field. They're actually in the process of building a new softball stadium, and I think they said it was going to cost around $8 million for that new stadium. And that'll be ready by 2018, I think is what they said. Or no, 2017.
They're building an $8 million softball complex up there at Presbyterian College.
They are.
That little college, an $8 million. Well, how can you spend $8 million on a softball field?
That I know.
Bob, how could they do that? Do you know how they spend $8 million on a softball field?
Probably got good support.
Yeah, but why, how? But I guess you need it. Y'all play teams and other teams, sports like Furman, Limestone, Lander. And then, of course, there's those big colleges y'all be playing. Also the smaller colleges like George Mason, Wofford comes up that way. University of South Carolina upstate. I'm not exactly sure what town that's in. I know when I lived in Aiken, South Carolina, we had USC Aiken, which is part of University of South Carolina system. But y'all play some of the big teams, and then, of course, your regular division teams.
That's right.
Chelsea Lyons in here this morning and has signed with Presbyterian College after 2 years at South Georgia. She's going to let her play her junior and senior years. Do they still call it junior and senior years, or they call it like third year, fourth year? I know in college, do they still say freshman, sophomore, junior, and seniors?
They still say freshman, sophomore.
Okay, because somebody told me one time, well, I'm a third year there, or fourth year or second year, and so I didn't know if they still. I figured they did, but I just didn't know.
Right. Yep. I think the only way they call you first year, second year is if you're a red shirt.
Oh, if you're red shirt. Okay.
So. But,
all right. Anything else you want to ask about? As I'm trying to look up on
the. Curious, I watched the College World Series and how good those pitchers are, how good the pitchers you see, because it's amazing the things they do with the softball. I mean, it's not just they spin it different ways. They have change-ups, things like that. So how good is the pitching that you see?
Fortunately enough, it's not University of Florida or University of Oklahoma, but those girls at the junior college levels, you saw some good, some bad, but at this next level, they're more consistent, and you'll see where they throw in the mid-60s, and they'll have a little more movement on the ball, whereas junior college, you might have one or two girls that can throw like that, but you'll definitely see better pitching, a lot better pitching.
Well, you're somebody that don't want to get on base, so they definitely don't want to walk you. So I guess they at least pitch to you. Is that correct?
They do, yes. I like it.
Because I'm sure their opposing coach is saying, whatever you do, don't let her get on base.
Yes.
Where do you work out each day while you're here in Jessup during the summer at home?
I work out at Velocity.
At Velocity?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you're working part-time at the hospital in the emergency room?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I bet you've seen some things in there that are maybe life-changing to you when you see some of those things that go on in there?
Oh, yes. I've seen a lot. A really lot.
Okay. Now, when you do you ever watch some of the big tournaments in girls softball?
Yes, the Women's College World Series actually was just on maybe about a month ago, and that's always the big tournament. And it's crazy to me every year because every year there's new techniques and there's new forms and everything. And this year one of the things was slapping, and since I'm a slapper, they were starting with their feet kind of turned more towards the pitcher. And that was really interesting. So I'm ready to get up there and, talk with my coaches up there and see how they feel about that. And
do you go out with the girls here that are currently on the softball team and talk to them or give advice or just hang out with them? Because I'm sure they're practicing right out there because they start in just a few weeks.
Sometimes, yes. Actually, Coach Dave called me the other day and said, hey, can you come umpire a game? I said, sure. not the best umpire, but
okay, I noticed that Presbyterian College has an Office of Religious Life and Service, that Presbyterian College is a church-related liberal arts college.
Yes, it is.
Is it a particular faith or just, do you know?
Well, I think they're Christian.
I know that.
Because they're Presbyterian.
Right.
But
it's the Presbyterian faith, right?
Right.
Religion.
Yes.
Presbyterian religion. But anybody can go there, of course, but they're just church-related and church-supported.
Yes, they are. And I have to it's mandatory that I take a religion class, so I'll be taking that study of the Old Testament coming up.
Yeah, there's Baptist colleges and Methodist colleges, and of course Presbyterian colleges, which of course this one's named right after the faith there.
Right.
Okay, Presbyterian College. We do wish you the best up there, Chelsea.
Thank you.
When you're, I just could not believe I couldn't recognize you when I was out there talking to you, mentioning your name, because like I said, for a couple of years there, you were at our house as about as much as you was at yours, hanging out with them, and so. Was softball where you had more of your skills than, let's say, soccer, because you were really good in soccer?
Yes, I think my heart was in softball. It's always been a bigger part. I played traveling ball coming up, and I played with all my friends, and everybody played softball, and it was just something I fell in love with when I was a little girl.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, Chelsea Lyons in here this morning talking with us, and she'll be heading up to Clinton, South Carolina to play for Presbyterian College over the next couple of years, her junior and senior years. And then once you get you through the 4 years, where do you go from there to get the PA?
Well, they actually have a PA program at Presbyterian.
Oh, good.
So hopefully I'll be there for 4 years and go to the PA program there.
So you'll just stay right there?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hopefully. We're hoping for that.
So how many, does it take 2 more years after your senior year to get your PA?
Right.
Okay.
2 more.
And for folks who don't know what PA is, tell them.
That is a physician assistant, and they work under a physician, and they pretty much do everything that a doctor does, but, they just have the doctor supervising over them.
Okay.
So.
All right. Anything else for her, Bob?
And I just appreciate you coming in. Like I said, saw her this weekend and asked her to come in and talk about that record and again, keep on stealing bases.
Can I read a little bit about you that Presbyterian College has on their website?
You sure can.
Okay, it says got Chelsea Lyons of Jessup, Georgia, and it's got R Junior OF, which is outfield, right?
Right.
And L/R, which is 5.4. What is that?
L/R is I bat left-handed and I throw right-handed, and 5'4" is how tall I am.
Okay. And it says, of course, you played for South Georgia. Played outfield for Wayne County High School in Jessup, Georgia. Was on the varsity team all 4 years, winning the regional championship multiple times. Her team reached the Final Four her sophomore year and junior year, and the Elite Eight the senior year. I bet you were kind of disappointed y'all never won all the marbles, right?
I was very disappointed.
You get the Final Four, and all you have to do is just to win a few more games in that game. And it says Lyons was on the all-region team from 2012 to 2014. Batted .496 as a junior. Wow. What's your Wayne County High School? With only 3 strikeouts. She also played soccer and was a varsity forward all 4 years. Her team won several regional championships and advanced to the Elite Eight as a freshman, sophomore, and junior years. An honorable mention, all-region selection soccer in 2014. Lettered in both softball and soccer, was an honor graduate. And that's what it's all about, is getting those good grades and getting that degree.
That's right.
And was an honor graduate and a member of the FBLA, FFA, and HOSA. She was also on homecoming court football and was a homecoming escort in basketball. Played at South Georgia, has got all those stats on there and everything. We won't go through all that, but you did real good at South Georgia. We're going to look at all these stats here. Chelsea Lyons, born in, well, we won't go into all that. Well, your birthday's just 2 days away from mine.
Really?
Yeah, yours from the 13th of August, mine's the 15th. Parents are Charlie and Deidre Lyons, volunteered for several years with her church vacation Bible school, chose Presbyterian College because of the academic opportunity and the beautiful location of Clinton, intends to major in biology. So it's got you all on there. That's good. They got you up there, and everybody can read all about you when they go to the Presbyterian College official website.
That's right.
Yeah, so we wish you the best up there.
Thank you.
Yeah, we do wish you the best up there. You've had a great career in high school in South Georgia, and you can continue that up there in Presbyterian. And when you're back home, please give Bob a call so we can set you back up on the Butch and Bob show and find out what's going on in your life up there at Presbyterian.
Sounds good.
All right, Bob, anything else for Chelsea Lyons this morning?
Again, just thanks for coming in. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Best of luck.
Okay.
Thank you.
Best of luck. All right. 105.5 FM in Jessup. We'll be back more of the world-famous Butch and Bob show in a minute. Your Jessup Piggly Wiggly is offering you farmers market fresh produce at reduced prices this week. On sale the big, seeded or seedless watermelons only $2.99 each. Fresh cherries, $1.99 a pound. Vine ripe tomatoes, just 99 cents a pound. Yellow or white corn, get 3 ears for only $1. Green peanuts, get 4 pounds for just $5. Fresh yellow or zucchini squash, only 99 cents a pound. Yes, it's Farmer Market Days at your Jessup Piggly Wiggly with low prices on farm fresh produce. Meat specials right now at the Big. Fresh ground beef, $1.98 a pound. Whole bone-in pork loin, $1.48 a pound. Fresh chicken drumsticks or thighs, only 88 cents a pound. Split chicken breast, a low 98 cents a pound. Boneless chuck roast, $3.98 a pound. Center cut loin pork chops, $1.98 a pound. And chicken wings, $1.98 a pound. Low prices, friendly hometown service. Piggly Wiggly, 440 West Cherry Street in Jessup. All right, 824, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO, 105.5 FM in Jessup. Monday morning, 10th day of July. So how many days does that mean before our first official football game for Wayne County High School?
45 days and counting.
Amazing how you keep up with that.
Just counting them down. I can't wait.
Can't wait because that exciting offense, new coach.
August 4th is the kickoff, and that's only 25 days from today. That's going to be a fun event. They got the guest speaker lined up. Dan Brooks from Clemson, at least recently retired, but he was defensive line coach when they played Alabama national championship game, so it should be an interesting night. August 4th, always fun, the barbecue kickoff. Hear from the coaches, meet the players, all that taking place on Friday, August 4th, and they got the golf tournament that Saturday, August 5th. Still sign-ups underway for that. Then three-person scramble, $300 per team, a lot of prizes, a lot of food. So a lot of people signed up for that already. So that should be a fun event. Again, all the proceeds go to the athletic department, which, as Coach Cribb has emphasized, will benefit all athletes from middle school to high school. So in all sports. So again, make sure you sign up for that golf tournament. But again, they get a 7-on-7 tomorrow, which will be fun. McIntosh Academy coming into town. So. And the teams had a lot of success in their 7-on-7 competition and the padded camps. Another padded camp this weekend in Bradwell Institute High School Friday and Saturday. So there's just a lot of excitement building for this high school team, a lot of talent, a lot of good coaches come in. So looking forward to it. It's been a lot of fun watching practices and watching it develop, and can't wait for Friday nights in the fall.
Well, you know, you've said many times it's always about the Jimmy and Joes, but you've got to have those good coaches to teach those basic skills, no matter how much talent you have.
It's still about the Jimmys and Joes.
It is, no doubt about that.
It's not about the X's and O's. And you have talent. But they've got talent out there. And I said,
but you got to have those coaching.
That's what, talking to the coaches, they have been very impressed with the athletes out there on the football field, on the offensive and defensive side. Again, they keep talking about how huge this offensive line is. That's going to be the strength of the football team. And you have those talented running backs and MJ Fuller, Tranquil Holloway, Victor Andrews, and a host of others. So quarterback play looks good. Receiving core looks good. I mean, everything you see looks good. Just can't wait for it to hit the football field. Still a very tough schedule. So it's a tough non-region schedule. Trip to Valdosta. Still got Glen Academy. Got Brunswick, Pierce, Athens.
So do we play Valdosta in a regular season game?
We play them the second week of the season.
Second week, going over there to play the Wildcats, right?
It was exactly what it was last year. It's just flip-flop. The home games are away games. The away games are home games. So
okay. That's some good out-of-region games there. Very, games that get people excited when you're talking about Valdosta and Abilene and Glen Academy.
The defending 6A state champions. So it would be a tough test over there in Valdosta, second week of the season.
Okay. They're the defending state champs. They got back to the state championship level again, huh?
Yeah, they won last year at the Dome.
Okay. Is that the highest or 7A?
7A.
7A is the highest. That's like Lowndes County, Camden, and people like that. And so Wayne County looking for a good season in football. And as you mentioned, can people go ahead and get their season tickets now?
They sent it's always those who have season tickets get the first dibs, and they sent those letters out this past week. I think most people got those over the weekend, so they'll have a couple weeks to make sure they want their season tickets back. But Nicole Lannis should be getting us information on other tickets, and those that don't buy their season tickets will be available as well. But there's just a lot of interest. They're looking for great ticket sales this year for high school football. Again, there's just a lot of excitement. A lot of people interested in purchasing tickets for that season. So I look for JC Stadium to be packed on our home side this year.
Okay. And as we were talking with Chelsea Lyons there, that the girls softball, they'll begin their regular season in just a few weeks from now, right?
August 8th, right. First game is Tuesday, August 8th against Pierce County here at home.
That's right around the beginning, first day of school, isn't it?
And then they play the Thursday on the 10th against Southeast Bulldogs. So that first week they've got two home games. So Tuesday and Thursday, August 8th, August 10th.
August 8th and August 10th for the girls softball at Wayne County High School. And of course, the middle schools will be picking up their sports before long with the football. Do the middle schools they got girls softball also, don't they, or do they? I know they have football. There's no doubt about that, but I don't know. Bob, how can you not remember that? I can't remember it.
I know they got middle school football.
Oh yeah, they have that.
I don't think they have middle school softball.
When they
JV softball, I don't.
JV softball's what it is. Yeah, I know that when Arthur Williams plays Martha Puckett, that's always a big game out there at JC Stadium when you got the local kids playing local kids, but going to two different middle schools.
I'm sure the cross country team's preparing for that.
That's right, cross country.
Well, so I think you hadn't seen that schedule yet. So.
I think they've won our boys cross country team has won the region 5 years in a row now. And hopefully, the coach will be able to get another good team out there this year for the cross country.
I think they were kind of young last year, besides the senior that signed the scholarship.
Okay, someone just texted in. Middle school does have girls softball.
That's good.
Okay. Well, Bob, we're about out of time. Anything else finally on your mind this morning before we head out of here?
Buddy Carter's in town today. We'll be talking with him, so should have some interesting comments from him this week here.
Okay, where's the congressman going to be today? 2 different places, right?
Several events, but the one I'm going to is that he's meeting with the chamber, some people, small business community, from 2:15 to 3 o'clock at the chamber.
Okay. Well, sounds good, Bob. Have a great day. All right, the world-famous Butch and Bob Show brought to you by Republic Services, also brought to you by Murphy Builder Supply on Northeast Broad Street in downtown Jessup, Jessup Premium Storage out here on the Waycross Highway, and by Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear. It is 8:30 on this Monday morning, the 10th day of July.